just be giving back to a new Crash 4 stream, chill stream, and if you're having the last one, definitely go and check it out. And yeah, hopefully everybody is doing very fine today. Hopefully everybody is doing well today. And hang on, I do want to look. Yeah. Okay, I do remember what we were doing. Continuing doing the whole inverteds, at least. The ones we can do. But yeah. Hopefully everybody is having a good day. And what did everybody think of the Pinocchio Unstrung trailer? Yeah. What did everybody think of the Pinocchio Unstrung trailer? I can just say, oh boy, this movie looks very good. I am very into it. Especially having the actor who plays Freddy Krueger and Antipops playing Jiminy Cricket. Yeah. The guy who plays Antipops on regular show, and of course Freddy Krueger, is voicing Jiminy Cricket in this movie. And I love the design, though, of Jiminy Cricket in this movie, and, of course, Pinocchio. They really nailed Pinocchio's design. And yeah, this could definitely be a really good one when it comes to the whole Twisted Universe, right? The Twisted Universe franchise. And also the Pooniverse as well. Right, in the Pooniverse. And I do like the story. The story is really cool. I do like what they're doing with the story. Yeah, Pinocchio still wanting to become a real boy. Pinocchio still wanting to become a real boy. He's wanting to be just like James, the main, kid that we see in the trailer. That befriends Pinocchio that Geppetto brings in. And of course, Pinocchio having Jiminy Cricket as, helping him become his goal, right? When it comes to his goal of wanting to become a real boy. And him going on a killing run spree, right? Jiminy Cricket helping Pinocchio when it comes to killing his victims, just so he can become a real boy. Which, people do say that this really does fit, Pinocchio having a movie like this, because the original, not the Disney, obviously, not the Disney film version, but the actual original Pinocchio story was very dark. So, yeah, Pinocchio having a movie like this really does make sense. And again, it's being made by the same team behind Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey as well. And of course, Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare and Bambi the Reckoning as well. So yeah, we are in for a treat. I can just say, we are in for a treat. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I mean, I've seen all of the other ones, right? I've seen every one of these movies in the Pooniverse. I've enjoyed a lot of these. Well, really except for the first movie. Right? The first Winnie the Pooh movie. I really wasn't a fan of, the design. The art design. Well, the costume design of the whole, low budget. But everything else, all the other movies, I really did like. Bambi the Reckoning, Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. I really enjoyed. And I can just say that, yeah, Pinocchio Unstrung definitely, most likely, will be a really good one. Just looking at the trailer. Like, it feels like every one that they release in this franchise, this new franchise, or universe, I guess you could say, you know, the whole Puniverse, it feels like with each movie, it gets better and better. Right? With each movie, it gets better and better. I can definitely say so, though. Right? It looking better. Looks like these movies are getting better and better the more we're going in. Because again, we started with, of course, the first Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Obviously, I didn't really care much for the first movie, just because of, you know, the low budget. But then they stepped it up with the second Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And then, of course, Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare had a really good budget, and Bambi the Reckoning. And this, just from the trailer of Pinocchio Unstrung, yeah, it's definitely looking like they're definitely just proves the point. Right, proving my point on, yeah, they're really, each movie, they're stepping up their game. Yeah, each movie, they're definitely stepping up their game. But yeah, I'm definitely loving this franchise, or this universe. Right, I'm definitely loving this universe. Definitely. I mean, of course, I'm going to be one of really a little amount of people that loves this universe that they're doing. I mean, I can understand it, though, right? I can completely understand it. I mean, people like different things, and I respect it, right? I respect it. People like different things, and I totally respect it. We are all made differently, right? We are human beings that are made to like different things. And you should accept them for who they are, right? If they like movies like this, let them like movies like this, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with this. If people say, or if people make fun of you for liking these types of movies, don't let them get to your head, right? Don't let them get to your head. You watch these movies if that's what you enjoy watching. That's all I can definitely say for sure. Don't let anybody get to your head and tell you otherwise. That's all I can definitely say for sure. But again, we don't have a release date yet, which most likely it's going to be this year, of course. Right? Pinocchio Unstrung is most definitely going to be this year. Not sure when this year. I mean, do remember, we are also getting Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3, most likely this year too. I mean, we have been told that production of the film, of the third movie, will be happening this year. That they'll be starting production of the movie sometime this year. So, and also, what do y'all think of the new Minecraft Game Drop name? What do y'all think of the name that they revealed for the first Game Drop of 2026? I really like the name. It is very fitting. right? Tiny Takeovers. Or Tiny Takeover. It's a very fitting name for the first game drop. It's a very fitting name for the first game drop of this year, considering that, you know, it has the redesign of the baby mobs, of some of the baby mobs that we are getting. No release date yet. No release date yet, which I do expect it to definitely be this month, though. I am still expecting this month when it comes to the release of the update. But yeah, again, the name, definitely very fitting, considering what we are getting in this update. And apparently, we've also got some new details from what the third Angry Birds movie is going to be about. At least some details. With apparently Red and Silver going to be having a kid. Yeah, Red and Chuck's sister Silver, you know, that we've seen in the second movie. Apparently, they're going to be having a baby. From what some details have been said, which quite interesting, I would say. Yeah, very, very interesting, I may add. That Silver and Red are actually going to be having a baby together in this third movie. And also, we got the confirmation, too, that Sonic 4 has recently went into production. Yeah, Sonic 4 went into production, filming. Which, again, the movie is releasing next year. March next year. Yeah, really good to see that the fourth Sonic movie is now in filming. They are now filming the fourth Sonic movie. And again, we are just a month away from the Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah, we are just 1 month away from the Mario Galaxy movie releasing. And we are 3 months from the release of Toy Story 5. Okay, I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, I honestly don't know why I just did that. I broke that bounce crate. I don't know why I did that. If we didn't get those crates from up above. go. And again, Bambi the Reckoning is releasing on Peacock this month as well. Do remember that. Bambi the Reckoning will be releasing on Peacock March 27th, I'm pretty sure it said. I know I made a post about it too. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I said March 27th is when it's coming to Peacock. When it's coming to Peacock, to stream on Peacock. There you go. Yeah, hopefully you're enjoying, or hopefully you're enjoying the first 2 parts so far on my walkthrough on Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. Which I just love that name. I love that they actually named it that. I just absolutely love that they named it that. Because, yeah, we started it today. We started my walkthrough on it today. If y'all didn't watch the first 2 parts that I released. Because I released the first 2 parts of the walkthrough today. Yeah, I definitely hear lots of good things about when it comes to the second Ratchet & Clank game. When it comes to the original 3 games, of course. I definitely hear a lot of good things when it comes to Going Commando. A lot of people loving the second game. Again, you don't even need Capunawa in this part. They give you Capunawa, but you don't even need to use her. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't even need to use Capunawa. We don't have to go in the... Okay, no we don't. I thought so, but I wanted to be sure. wanted to be sure. Just wanted to be sure. Okay, there's the hidden gem. And yeah, we still have the whole, you know, actual Poonaverse Monsters Assemble movie that's also releasing as well, which I would definitely say, I'm pretty sure it's going to be coming out probably after, again, definitely sometime after, you know, Pinocchio Unstrung. That's what I'm guessing. They're going to be getting all these movies out, and maybe after Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3? Yeah, I'm kind of unsure about that. If they're going to wait until after they release the third Winnie the Pooh movie, and then they do the Monsters Assemble movie. I'm unsure exactly when it comes to that. Yeah, I'm unsure when it comes to that. That's what I think, though. That's what I would actually think. It would probably be sometime after Pinocchio Unstrung and Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3. That's just my guess, though. And yeah, I'm told, you know, careful on what you're watching, but you know I am, and these aren't even scary, obviously. At least to me, they're not even scary. They're not even to me. They're not even to me. So yeah, that's all I can say about that. That's all I can say about that. Don't even find these scary. But really cool. I really like them. They're really cool ideas, I would say. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that would disagree with me. And you know what? That's fine. Right? That's fine. Nobody's going to stop me from liking the ideas of these movies. No matter what people would say. Because you know what? Again, we're humans. We're made to like different things. That's how we're made.
Sunshine, sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
And if people don't want to improve on that whole idea, then they can just get a life or something. Or just, you know, not worry about it. Just let them enjoy what they enjoy. Let them enjoy what they enjoy. It's quite simple, really. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. All I can say about it. Because, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that will try to stop you from enjoying the stuff that you like, right? Like, if you like something like this, they're going to try to stop you. Or try to get through your mind to try to make you think that otherwise. So, that's something you're going to have to, you know, going to have to try to ignore. Because, like I said, a 100th time I'm saying this. Not really 100th time, but, again, we're all made differently. If you like stuff like this, and like I do as well, then that is really good for you. Because other people don't have to like it. They don't have to like stuff that you don't like. I mean, a lot of people like Fortnite, but I don't really care much for it. Even though I never really played it, I don't really care much for any of those kind of games. And I'm the only one in my family that likes The Simpsons, and you know what? It's totally fine. Right? It's totally fine. So if I want to watch these types of movies, and other people would too, because again, they're more funny than anything else. I find them more funny than anything else. Then so be it. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying what I want to say. We have rights. Right? We live in a free country. We are given rights to like whatever we would want to like. That is just all I'm saying. I feel like a whole lot of people just don't understand that. And you know what? I completely didn't get the gem. The hidden gem. I did not even get the hidden gem. I just realized that. Yeah, I just realized. I did not even get the hidden gem. So yeah, let's go back. Yeah, after just talking about this, talking about how we have rights, and people should realize we have rights to, you know, enjoy whatever we want to enjoy. I was just talking about that made me completely forget about the hidden gem. So, thankfully we don't have to get all the crates though, again. We can just go over to where the hidden gem is.
Please let the next world be a beach world. Sunshine and sand, drinks with mini umbrellas.
Because again, we do live in a world where a lot of people probably would not even appreciate the things that you like, though. And that is sad, too. This world is filled with a lot of sad things that people would think. It is very sad, I would definitely say. Very, very sad, when you come to think about it. Maybe just me, though. Because again, at the end of the day, this is just all me saying this. Rather y'all agree with me or disagree. Because again, there is going to be people that would disagree with you. And you know what? That's on them. That's them agreeing or disagreeing, right? That is just all me just talking. There we go. There's the hidden gem. Still funny, again, it's just still funny how I completely forgot about it the first time around. And of course I died again. I mean, it doesn't matter if we go up to past 3, because we already got the gem for it. So it's totally fine. Yeah, it's just sometimes it feels like that people just don't understand you. Right? Understand the things that you like and stuff like that. Or if they would even approve. Like, we are made to like different things, right? Just saying at the end of the day. You don't have to like the things that you like. Again, like I mentioned before, I don't really care much for Fortnite, and that's totally okay. A lot of people, my family for one, don't watch The Simpsons, but that's okay. Right? That's totally fine. But there we go. Wasn't too bad. Because again, all we needed to do was just go back and get the hidden gem. That's all we needed to do was go and get the hidden gem. Well, we managed to get it now. Managed to go and get the hidden gem.
I made a few upgrades to my blimp.
And again, obviously, I would never force people to watch these types of things, right? These types of movies. I would never force people to watch them, obviously. I'm not that kind of person. I am not that kind of person that would force people or make people. Which I guess that's sort of the same thing. But yeah, I'm not like that. I'm not a monster that would do that.
Let's try this one. Stop! Alright, have it your way. The anti-marsupial missile is my own design. Do you like it? That Bandicoot, Punchbot! No! Well, if you won't play fair, then neither will I.
But like I mentioned before, at the end of the day, this could just be all me, of course. There may be some of y'all that may agree, and some of y'all that may disagree, and you know what? I'm totally fine with that. That doesn't hurt my feelings.
I wonder what happens if I hit all the buttons at once. Feel the wrath of Cortex.
It just kind of makes me sick that some people would even think that, yeah, trying to stop them from enjoying something that they like. Like, if they enjoy something, they would try to get them to stop, you know? Like, that kind of makes me sick. Which, yeah, there is people that would be like that. Again, we do live in a pretty broken world, I would say. I definitely will say. That would be filled with that type of stuff. That type of people. Definitely an incomplete, definitely a not perfect world we definitely live in. I love that this one is like a coloring book, right? I really do love that this one, this inverted, looks like a coloring book. Don't y'all agree with me? Because it really does look like a coloring book. Like you're inside of a coloring book. It really does remind me of it. It certainly does remind me of it. That is for sure. When I was at the store the other day meaning Sunday, I actually saw both of the It movies on DVD. Which again, I do like both of those movies, and yeah, I'm very interested if, you know, Welcome to Derry is gonna have a season 2. I'm very curious if it's gonna have a season 2. Yeah, the hidden gem here in this inverted is definitely something else, I can just say. Because look, it's like... It's up there. Yeah, all the way up there. It's crazy. Definitely crazy for sure. I know there would be probably some people that I offend, and you know what? That's fine. If I offended some people, that's fine. Even though I tried not to offend anybody. Just speaking for what I want to speak, though.
Let's see how these prehistoric predators like my blaster's new setting.
You know?
when I added rockification. Well, who's laughing now? Me.
Yeah, of course there are times where I try to get people, or I try not to get people get to me, right? Like when it comes to certain things, like, are you sure about this, or something like that, etc., etc. You know, typical those kind of things. Like, I try not to get people to either push me around or stuff like that, or feel like they're trying to push me around. Sometimes it would probably feel like that, and I'm sure a lot of y'all would agree with that as well. Thankfully, I was able to get that one pretty easily. Because again, I also barely have anybody, like, in person, too, that I can actually be able to talk about this kind of stuff with, right? When it comes to these types of movies and stuff, and my excitement on them, and, like, The Simpsons as well, right? Like, there's barely a whole lot of people I know in person that I'm able to talk to with them. So that's the thing.
No volcano lair. I can feel my nostril hairs sizzling.
I don't hardly have a whole lot of people like that I know in person.
Haven't seen mushrooms that big since I left the Gigantizotron running overnight.
There you go. Because, yeah, it can definitely be pretty lonely, I would say, at times, of not being able to have anybody to talk to when it comes to The Simpsons that also watch the show, right? Like, when it comes to in person as well. And these types of movies like the Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, Neverland Nightmare, and stuff like that. Or other typical stuff, right? When it comes to in person. Don't hardly have a whole lot of people like that in real life when it comes to talking about those topics, and they can relate with me. I'm sure a lot of people would probably, a lot of y'all can agree when it comes to that type of stuff, right, that I'm talking about. Sometimes you just gotta talk to other people like y'all that are watching about this type of stuff too, right? Just to get some things off your chest. And I know that Hopper's movie is coming out not too long from now, and I'm already hearing a lot of good things about it. Like, I guess when it comes to early reviews, right, people watching it pretty early. Like them saying that it's one of the best original Pixar Disney movies since, you know, Coco. I mean, I really didn't find enjoyment with Coco. Just my opinion. I didn't really care much for that movie. One of my least favorites. Just didn't really hit for me, I would say. Just didn't really hit for me. Yeah, a lot of good things I'm hearing about the whole Hoppers movie. Which again, I'll probably just wait until it comes out on Disney Plus, though. Which, speaking of Disney Plus, before you know it, March 11th, next week, Zootopia 2 will be releasing on Disney Plus. So, I will finally be watching the movie for the first time and giving my review on it. Which, yeah, I've heard so many good things about the movie.
Another one of them shimmery things.
I've heard so many good things about the movie that, yeah, I'll finally be able to watch it myself and review it. And for all of y'all that have not watched it yet, too, y'all will be able to watch it next week on Disney Plus. Of course, we missed those two crates there. And of course, we missed again. And we missed again, the same spot as well. That was completely... Like, why are these crates most of the time so difficult to get? And, yeah, that missed again. Like, why? Why do these crates have to feel so hard to get? I don't understand it. I just don't understand it, because we just keep missing. It's just 2 crates, and we somehow are missing it. Yeah, we are somehow missing it. Yeah, just trying to see if we can get it from a better angle over here. Missed it. Finally we got it. Like, why? Seriously, why did it feel like it took forever to get those down? That's what I want to know. Why did it take like it took forever? And of course I would have died. So yeah, we're gonna have to destroy those crates again, all over again. Dang. Oh, so now it hits it all at the same time. It destroys all 4 of them that time. Okay. And it didn't even... Which, I should be able to just do this, right? I'm pretty sure. Just spin to destroy it. I should be able to. Hidden gem right over here. Again, Dingodile's part isn't all that terrible. It's just those crates that you can easily miss that we're trying to get with that dynamite, that TNT barrel. That's really the part that can be pretty annoying. Even though I do like this inverted of looking like you're inside of a coloring book, it's still not my personal favorite. Or my all-time favorite of the inverted. This one is up there. It's up there of my favorite inverted, but it's not my all-time favorite. Yeah, it's not my all-time favorite inverted. We would have still gotten to get to that one. There we go. Another dimension completed. When it comes to the gems, obviously not the relics, but when it comes to the gems, gallery. Out for launch. Again, the hidden gem here is literally right at the beginning. Because all you have to do is jump here. There you go. That's the hidden gem. Yeah, that's all you have to do there. And also, the hidden gem and sipping error isn't all that terrible either. It's not really all that bad either in sipping error. Also on stowing away too. It's not all that terrible. Wait for it to bounce and then we can jump over it.
Strategy enabled.
This was another really interesting inverted style too, but not one of my personal favorites. Or at least not up there on my favorite inverted art styles in the game. And what y'all think of the recently new Trailer 3 Barrett TV revival episode? We reviewed that movie, Match Made Murder, I think it was called. Quite an interesting movie, I would say. And yeah, hopefully y'all are enjoying the Gravity Falls reviews. But they do take a bit to, get out, obviously. Just because of, when it comes to the editing as well. But I definitely am loving Gravity Falls so far. And hopefully you are enjoying the reviews of them. Still pretty early, I would say. We are still pretty early in Season 1, of course. Yeah, definitely pretty early still in the first season.
If I only hadn't replaced my blaster's teleport with that hair dry function.
But definitely am enjoying it. The ones we've seen so far. Yeah, the hidden gem in this on the inverted of Sipping Error is literally close to the end where we rail grind to the end of the level. It's right before we do the whole rail grind to the... Wow. I meant the suit there. Thankfully we just got a checkpoint though. So it's all fine. Dadgummit. Again, it's fine. Still fine. Not sure what I'm gonna have tonight. Last week I went to go and get some Captain D's. The food was good, but the whole service the whole food service wasn't all that great. Especially since the people at the front, like, it's like they didn't even know that we were there. Like, you weren't even there. 'Cause, like, yeah, thanks a lot. Even when getting our food, they were just silent, didn't say anything. Thankfully, the food was all good and hot. But, yeah, the customer service wasn't the greatest. Yeah, that definitely could have been a lot better.
Enabled.
Really? Really? No, seriously? We missed that crate? Okay, so we gotta be careful now, because if we die again, then yeah, we're gonna have to either restart the level, or just have to do like before, right, in the whole building bridges, and just go for that gem alone. Which we could easily do that. Yeah, we could easily do that. Instead of the hidden gem, though, it would be for the death gem. Okay, just be careful here. Just gotta be careful towards the end bit, though. That's the only thing. Just gotta be careful towards the end bit. Yeah, hidden gem. It's kind of like with the out for launch one, but except this time it's towards the end. Yeah, it's at the end of the level this time around. There we go. We managed to do it at the end. We managed to do it in the end. Storing away. And again, the hidden gem hair is also at the end, towards the end of the level too. When you're making it to the end bit of the level. Oxide is complaining about his cart, though. Again, still would definitely like to see what Oxide's wife would have looked like. Since we've, you know, on here, mentioned of how Oxide actually was married. They're very interested to see what C actually looked like. Again, it would be his ex-wife now, since on the 100% ending, we were told that he was going through a divorce. He was in rehab because of a divorce. Yeah, I knew I was going to have to just do that because I didn't do the whole nitro detonator at first. Like I probably should have. I probably should have, but I didn't. Yeah, it's right down the elevator. Right when you take down the elevator is where you get to it. The hidden gem. Just look backwards, and, well, walk backwards here. There it is. That's literally the hidden gem here. There's that completed. So we caught up for now with all the levels that we've done regularly, and when it comes to doing the inverted. So yeah, we got 71% now. Crash landed. And again, I love that the start of this level is basically the same crate placements as Snow Go in Crash 2. Except the ground, instead of ice, it's that weird, it's that slippery, I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, I don't know what you would call this slippery stuff, but instead of ice, it's this. Yeah, the whole Mounts of Mayhem, not Mounts of Mayhem, sorry. The whole Tiny Takeover I do expect it to be sometime this month, at least. Maybe late March to early April is when that is my guess. Late March to early April. That is just a guess, of course. That is just a guess I am giving. I'm just giving my guess when I think it'll come out. Of course, I would have missed a crate there. Of course, I would have missed a crate there. And, you know, since we're doing the normal version of the level, I am going for, obviously, getting the perfect relic. So that means we gotta do everything all perfect in one go. These are interesting looking turtles, though. I'm guessing that's what they're supposed to be. Yeah, these turtles with 3 eyes. Very weird, interesting creatures, I would say. Very, very interesting creatures. Of course, I would have missed it again. That time I didn't even jump there. Of course. Of course, I would have, when doing that, I would have, of course, insert short terms. Okay, finally got those. Well, I got Aku Aku. I got another Aku Aku, and then I just lost it. That makes sense. That makes about some sense. I'm just gonna say that makes some sense. Yeah, that definitely makes some sense. Definitely makes some sense. There you go. Not too bad of a hidden gem, I would say. A pretty cool location, I would definitely say too, for a hidden gem. Definitely a really pretty cool location. I don't know, I was about to go ahead and miss these. Good. we go. And yeah, that'll conclude this stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like one, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're on the begins to also mention anything new. Let us know what you think. Until the next one.